Hello and welcome to Kanban video series with Bee Agile Academy. And today we're going to talk about the differences between Kanban and Scrum. It's probably a topic for a long webinar, but we'll try to cover the key points in this short video. So, Orod, what's the main difference between Scrum and Kanban?
So before I talk about the differences between Scrum and Kanban, I just wanted to mention that both Scrum and Kanban try to help organization and team to work and manage knowledge work, including software development, better and improve organizational and team agility and eventually have a happier customer. So they're not really against each other, so they can help each other to improve how people work in organization. But there are differences. Scrum has a stop-start approach, which means at the beginning of a sprint, you pull a batch of work, team commit to those work, and then over a fixed period of time, which called sprint, which is basically between 1 to 4 weeks, normally 2 weeks, team try to commit to those work that they plan, so the batch of work they plan, and try to deliver those values to the customer. At the end of the sprint, again, they start another planning and pull another batch of work. However, Kanban continuously look at the flow of the work. So when the capacity available, you pull the next work. So you look at the entire workflow end to end and focus on the lead time, which basically means from when customer send the request until the customer demand fulfilled. So this called lead time. So in Kanban, we focus on the lead time and try to see what we can do to reduce the lead time, because shorter lead time means more agility.
And when do you think we should use Kanban and when we should use Scrum?
Yeah. So, Scrum doesn't like unplanned urgent work. So basically, Scrum works when you have a cross-functional small team. So that's the first thing you need to have. So you need to have a cross-functional team, which basically means you have all the skills in your team to define what you need, build it, and test it, and deploy it to customer. And also, you plan to a batch of work, commit to that, and then teams should focus on those works that they committed during sprint planning. So if any unplanned work pushed to the sprint, then team can't commit to deliver, and Scrum doesn't really work well. So if you have too much unplanned work, if you work on a unstable product, or you work on an unstable system with too much urgent unplanned work, then Scrum doesn't really help. Kanban, however, because you can pull the work when the capacity available, then it can be more responsive. So in this kind of scenario that you can't plan for next 2 weeks or 3 weeks or whatever, then probably Kanban can be more helpful. However, both designed for knowledge work and software development, and you can try and see which one works better. A lot of times, Kanban can help Scrum team to work better. And that's probably another thing we can discuss about.
So based on that, would you say that Kanban is more flexible and maybe more suited for startups, where Scrum is maybe better for established teams and organizations?
I think you can put it in that way. I think Kanban is more responsive to changes, and also it needs a less organizational restructure. So it's easier to adapt. So definitely, based on my experience, most startups already use Kanban or a mixture of Scrum and Kanban. They normally call it Scrumban. Because it helps them to respond to the customer more effectively and quicker.
And would you say it's easier to start using Kanban?
It's definitely easier to adapt, because you basically pick what makes sense to you and you're ready to accept it. So you don't have to have everything that Kanban said. You can start from something very small and something very simple. Yes, based on your maturity.
I hope everyone got a bit of an understanding of the difference between two. And if you would like to explore more differences, please use the link below to go to Bee Agile Academy website, and you can book a free one-on-one consultation there with the Agile team. If you have any questions, please post it in the comments of this video. And looking forward to see you next time.
Absolutely. Thanks, everyone. And I look forward to hear your opinion about this episode.